Welcome to the Law Talk with Mike 2024 year-end extravaganza, where it gets worse. Much worse.
It's showtime. And, hey, what's going on over there? What are you doing, sir?
I'm trying to make sure that this is going live. It's not happening. There's something messed up with your film, and I'm trying to straighten it out. I was just checking to see if it was recording or not.
Sit down. Sit down. You're disrupting recording.
Sorry, sir.
It's live.
Yeah, I'm here by special appearance.
He told my client to shut your fucking dick licker in front of the children. He's called the kids fucking retards and bastards. He flipped her off several times and said, fuck you, using both fingers inappropriately. It was a disaster. He was absolutely.
I mean, if you did it with one finger, we could all understand, but both, that was beyond the pale.
Is that how you wish to proceed today or not?
I appoint you, Judge, as my fiduciary trustee.
Okay, here we go.
Dismiss this case.
Right there.
Okay, do these two women know each other?
Yeah, they know each other.
Oh.
Sure. I mean, like I said, we was in a three-way relationship. So yeah, I got both of them pregnant at the same. You know what I'm saying?
It's the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about my behavior at the jail?
At this point, Your Honor.
It depends on the goddamn behavior towards me.
Your Honor, given that there have been previous cases where he has been able to proceed, city's ready to see a new evaluation. Now there could be a different outcome. Behavior no contact with Safeway on Yelm Highway if the court imposes conditions.
That was dropped, okay? Why the fuck is it being rearrested? Goddamn.
Mr. D'Angelo, you understand you're not allowed on Safeway's property?
Those charges were dropped. It's no longer the case. What the fuck are you doing here? None of you were fucking there.
Okay, let's watch the language, please.
Do what the fuck you want. Keep me in jail. I don't fucking care.
Clearly, Mr. D'Angelo is not happy.
Can we stop the politics and get down to business?
Stop the insanity!
Appropriate $100 cash or bond on each of the two cases.
I don't have any goddamn money, so keep me here forever.
All right, I'm looking for a Johnson. Do I have a Johnson?
Johnson's?
No.
He's representing you for the Rangers.
Why did he say robbery?
He did.
He didn't what? I didn't rob anybody. I never robbed anybody in my life. I don't extort people.
And what did those text messages say?
I see why you mad now. Go suck his dick, bitch. That bum ass nigga who steal for a living. I am done another year being a nigga doormat for you. Happy New Year.
On what date did you receive that text?
I received that text December 31st.
Okay. Does Miss Jackson have any legitimate reason to contact
State your name, ma'am.
Jennifer Sherry Briggs.
Sherry Briggs before the court on a driving under the influence. You understand that charge, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
On a normal week, you might be in the games, but a 214 is not even going to touch it this week. We got a 256 in the clubhouse that's leading the way. But you are in second place. Congratulations. What brings you down here from Dallas?
Spring break.
All right, so this is your senior year?
Yeah.
All right, kid.
Georgia at 23, receiving stolen property, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, conspiracy to commit a felony, possession of a firearm during a felony, ag assault, 22, ag assault, reckless cruelty to children ×2.
Seriously? Oh, Mr. Gregory, I'll be honest with you. You're not going to do well in prison. You're just not built for it. Bond's $2,500.
Ma'am, you didn't say the cat jumped on his wiener, did you?
Mr. Regier, do you have the fine there by chance?
Your Honor, may I respectfully inquire as to the case number? I do not appear to have this case on my docket either.
All right, it is 2024 TR.
The state would respectfully inquire as to a copy of the ticket. In this particular matter, absent that, I do not believe I am in a position to make appropriate recommendations. So
I'm unsure, Judge. I know we don't have access to a certain amount of tickets from a particular date span.
Your Honor, Under these particular circumstances, the state would be requesting that this matter be set over while reserving issues concerning the final outcome of this case at the next hearing if the court is inclined to grant such a continuance.
All right, Ms. Mateus, what I'm going to do is set this over one time. We've had some strange things going on with the state computer systems, and we've had some changes.
For purposes of the record, is the court finding that a plea has been entered one way or another in this matter at this time?
I'm finding that a plea has been entered, but I'm going to take no further action until I get the actual charging document.
Very good, Your Honor.
Thank you.
For the record, I wanted to make it known that I'm here on special appearance under threat, duress, and coercion.
All right, who threatened or coerced you to come to court?
The county of Bear kidnapped and held hostage, and I do not want that.
Can you please state your name for the record, ma'am? Do you not? Okay.
The sign counsel will come over. Do you understand? Yes or no?
I do not understand.
All right, do you understand what it means to take a seat?
I do understand.
All right, so take a seat. Thank you.
You haven't stated my full federal name for this to begin anyway, so can you please state?
Oh, good Lord. I don't know what her full federal name is, but her YouTube name is Karen.
You're not like listening to me.
I am.
I was told that there was going to be a Zoom, like a case or whatever, a Zoom meeting number.
Do you have any questions? No, I denounced my my citizenship. I told him that I was sovereign.
I can't get my money and I need that polygraph. I want it for evidence. I want that polygraph taken.
I'm the executrix for the hi, I'm the executrix for the trust for We the Bay.
Greetings. This is Harris Michael Eric, authorized representative of Michael Eric.
I am not going to conduct court with anyone other than Michael Eric Harris.
You are questioned. Do you understand that? Mr. Jackson, you have to speak out loud, sir.
You just told me to remain silent.
I said you have the right to remain silent. Absolutely, you're correct. But do you understand those rights? All right, let the court acknowledge that the gentleman is nodding his head up and down, which would, in a thumbs up, which would indicate that he understands.
One of the things she sent you were requests for admissions. If you do not provide proper answers to those requests for admissions, they are deemed to be conclusively admitted.
Well, Your Honor, I just indicate that we did attach to those.
They already, excuse me, Mr. Hurst.
Excuse me, I wasn't finished.
Excuse me.
I wasn't finished. I wasn't finished. She cut me off.
Mr. Hurst, I'm not going to have this.
Your Honor, she cut me off.
I'm not going to have this.
Talking.
This is not a clown show. Don't interrupt me again, Mr. Hurst.
Go ahead, sir.
Why, thank you. Request for admission number 3. Does the plaintiff admit and have proof that the allegations against the respondent are true and accurate with all documentation being verified, signature and seals? These were admitted. Number 4, does plaintiff admit and or have proof that the statute of limitations has not expired to collect on his alleged debt? Plaintiff admitted that. In number 7, does the plaintiff admit and have proof that Midland Credit Management purchased and is now the new owner of the alleged contract and of the said debt that is owed? Plaintiff admitted that.
Am I entitled to receive a copy of the complaint, warrant, information,
Your
bill of
lawyer,
particulars specifically?
Mr. Stringer does not acknowledge or consent to this hearing. Is that correct, Mr. Stringer?
I do not identify. I identify as the beneficiary that is here to protect.
At this time, the court enters not guilty pleas on both of these matters.
Sir, excuse me, sir. You have not talked to my beneficiary yet. You have not talked to the person who owns the estate yet. Sir, so I can't get out on a personal bond.
That's correct, Mr. Stringer. You cannot get out on personal bond, 50,000 cash or surety with the appropriate conditions that were already listed by the court.
How do you charge a dead entity, sir?
It just happened right before your eyes. The court has jurisdiction over you, sir.
So, Mr. Latney, state your name for the record, please.
I'm making a special appearance. I'm Antoine, the natural man. And here goes this.
Mr. Latney, I have no clue what you're holding up or what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the birth certificate. I'm holding up the birth certificate of Antoine Pierre Latney. I'm the natural person, but the all capitals name, which is topography that you are dealing with the all caps, that's this birth certificate.
I need to see Antoine. I need to see Antoine Pierre Latney. That's who I need to see.
I'm Antoine in the natural form, flesh and blood, right here.
Bro, we trying to go. You making this shit longer than it got to be.
I know it. I know it. I know it.
Bloggers and these
Well, it's just that it's like I drive for a living, but when I get into my regular car,
Mr. Latney, if I were you, I wouldn't talk. I mean, well, I'm sorry, you might not be Mr. Latney, but the person representing, I wouldn't talk if I were you.
The defendant, state your full name, Mr. Little.
Bernard.
Your full name?
Bernard. You still, Your Honor. I'm trying to address this matter properly. Okay?
And I'm telling you how to address it properly.
But you still haven't told me what venue you addressing me in.
I just told you. You didn't like my answer.
Your Honor, I haven't answered my question properly. I'm not satisfied with Your Honor's answers to my questions. I also feel as though I've been threatened. I feel like I'm under duress right now, or coercion. I like that to be a matter of record. And I'll let you do what you got to do, Your Honor.
So you are Eric Williamson, and you are the trustee as well as the beneficiary of the trust?
Correct.
So, Mr. Williamson, I just want to know what to call you, because I'm not going to say beneficiary of the trust for Eric Williamson every single time I need to address you, just for ease of talking to people. So, Mr. Williamson, I have you here.
And Lisa Irene Riding Nyber in full life sui juris, as well as by special appearance, not generally today. To the alleged creditors, the tender of payment had already been made to the court in accord with 28 U.S.C. 2041, U.S.C. 307, 304, and 306.
I'm saying that no, there's a motion for dismissal, and I'm saying that you, as an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause, if you're not going to uphold my due process and my Fourth Amendment, I'm saying that maybe we could change venues where I could get a real judge. I insist that the court give me a written excuse as to why you're denying my motion, so I could take that to the tenor. Okay?
Well, you can insist all you want to.
Yeah. Because you're an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause. This conflict of interest. You only here to make money, man, bro.
I'm not. Listen. I'm not.
Look, sir. Hey, sir. You need to talk to somebody. I'm asking you to give me an evidentiary hearing to go over my motion for dismissal with the overwhelming evidence or change venue.
Do not say any more. You've already made your record. I've given you that opportunity. I'm not your bro. I'm not your man, and I'm not to be interrupted when I'm speaking.
Yes, that the name on your docket is in relation to me. Yes.
Well, you stood up, so I'm assuming it's in relation to you, but you're not, are you Daniel McDonald?
Yes, sir.
Come on up, Mr. McDonald. That's nothing funny. We don't have time for these games. Come on up.
Can I motion for dismissal right now based on procedural grounds?
There's nothing to dismiss. The state hasn't filed an information. What are you dismissing?
That I put in an affidavit and a demurrer, a motion to dismiss, and it hasn't been responded to. I think the state attorney has 15 days to respond.
So what is your name?
Brian Joseph Musgrove.
Okay, are you an attorney? What's your P number?
I'm not an attorney.
So then you can't represent Brian Musgrove. So you are a defendant, correct?
I'm an ex-executor on that estate.
Okay, so none of that is valid or legal.
Okay, so I'm here for Danny Johnson.
Oh, are you the attorney?
I'm a representative for him.
What does that mean?
That means I'm his wife, and we sent
Okay, are you an attorney?
I'm an attorney in fact.
Not an attorney at law?
No,
Okay. You're not an attorney, but you're here on his behalf as a citizen. Is that
no, I'm
right?
not a citizen. I'm not a citizen. But we also reserve our rights to any and all reproduction or distributing of videos on social media platform. And we request the matter to be rescheduled at a later time when he can get through his recovery period.
When you filed a motion for me to recuse myself, I'm going to deny that motion. It didn't present any basis for recusal. So that motion is denied. And we're here for a contempt hearing, which you've been arraigned on for your contempt for interfering with court process and the unauthorized practice of law, and then failing to attend.
This is not even contracted with this hearing, this administrative hearing cannot be, I cannot be adulterous to my own oath of office.
I'm going to assume that
and
you're
put
rejecting
myself
my
under an
request for
authority.
sequestration orders and no sequestration orders entered. So go ahead with your opening statement.
So my statement is that how can I put myself in your jurisdiction, except that you could do it by force and arrest me with 4 deputies with no due process and violate my unalienable rights to try to force me into your jurisdiction? Because your oath of office is a violation of Section 5, United States Code 3001. You do not have an oath giver. You have yourself that signed it, and you have a notary.
Thank you.
So, my honor, can we move to settle this? Because I know your main objective is to get me into jail unconstitutionally again. Are we not allowed to talk to people in the courthouse, not in the courtroom?
All these sovereign citizen folks who get these crazy arguments online that are frankly just wrong. I encourage you, read the state constitution. You'll find that all this stuff you're getting from seminars or whatever online is just false. Her conduct today has been directly contumacious. And she has exhibited repeated disregard and frankly, utter contempt for not only this court, but for really any court. To give a sentence that is proportionate, but also is enough to discourage Ms. Bridgman from this type of interference, and also to discourage other people from following down a similar path. So Ms. Bridgman, you're ordered to 30 days jail, serve forth.
Here in Chicago, I've got my actual fez, which I believe I purchased at a party supply store off the internet for a total of $5. I've got more than my $5 worth out of this fez.
I hate even bringing it up because it's even more detrimental, because I found flies in my refrigerator yesterday after leaving the Bexar County Courthouse.
And I would really like the opportunity just to stay up there. And I'm so sorry that I came into town.
Can we please just like work something out? Like, it was all just an honest mistake. Like, please.
You are clearly responsible on
I'm just
both
going to pay
of
the
these
ticket,
citations as
and
written.
I'm going to
Ma'am?
contact Channel 13 News on your side because this is bullshit. So
Holy wow. That's messed up.
Not possessed.
And very specifically that he not possess or consume alcohol. It seems to create problems.
So for how long am I not able to have a beer?
My mother passed away. I had a mental breakdown and I ran. I wasn't running from the police. I was running from my own fear and my own instinct.
So I got a $500 bond and I can't get out today.
It's 5,000. Yes.
Not no 10%.
We can't, it's not, no.
They gotta pay. Bro, hey.
I come and see you and we'll figure it out, okay?
Good
call, Judge. He needs it.
They gotta pay that whole thing. How did that work?
I will come and see you.
From 2013 to 2018 in the MDOC, it's no conjugal visit. It's no way that my dick could have went into her vagina. Anybody will see that. A blind person could see that. You know why? Because he can hear it. You can hear things that you can see, and you can see things that you can hear.
I want it the way it was. I want my life back, but this is holding me back so much.
There's only one way that's gonna happen.
It's not a drug issue, man. Please listen to me. It's not drugs.
Ms. Schuler, you're fully court charged driving under the influence. You understand the charge, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See what you did?
Violated your rights, is that true? Based on your application, I find that you do qualify for the services of the Public Defender's Office. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the Public Defender to represent you. Any question about that?
No, sir.
It's the crying.
You did it.
I'm sorry.
How do you do it?
I just graduated nursing school and this is not where I thought I'd be at.
Please let me go home, my father, Your Honor.
Mr. Burley, you have demonstrated an inability to conform your behavior to the rules of the court. And what that means is that I don't trust you as much as I could in the community to follow my rules. Do you want me to trust you to follow my rules?
Please, Your Honor. I can be trusted.
No, Mr. Burley.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to not talk while I'm talking. Can you control that, Mr. Burley?
My chest hurts. Yes.
Okay.
Please don't do me like this. Help me prove myself.
Sir, March 8, 9 a.m.
Help me.
Mr. Burley, I don't know if you're having an actual medical episode or you're just having anxiety, because my understanding is you just got back from the hospital.
3 times. My chest hurts. I am very dizzy.
Okay, I guess they'll take you back to the hospital. We will complete your arraignment tomorrow if you get out of the hospital. I guess you'll stay in jail another night.
No, please.
No, they're going to take you to the hospital. You said you're having chest pain. I can't keep doing this.
It was at this point that Mr. Burley realized he effed up.
I didn't strangle him.
Mr. Burley, we can't even talk about that because you need to go to the hospital right now.
Oh, that's cold.
Yes, but she lives somewhere else.
Sir, don't
now.
say anything, please. Don't say anything.
I got you. Just
Don't
hang
say
tight.
anything. That's why you have an attorney to represent you. Counsel Ragnan, go ahead.
So hold on, Mr. Jean. Hold up. So Judge, on behalf
Counsel,
of
go
Mr. Jean,
ahead, Esteban.
we don't want to litigate the case here, but Mr. Jean is maintaining his innocence.
What I suggest to you is that if there's a situation that you think you're going to have, you're going to lose your emotions, lose control, walk away from the situation. Do you understand that, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.
One more time. No. I won't go back. I won't go back.
Mr. Scott,
I just want one chance, please.
Mr. Scott,
I want to be in jail.
I know you don't want to be in jail, but you got to listen to what we're telling you.
I deserve a chance. This time. I just did a year. Just give me a chance for this time, and I will do everything right. I won't go back to Village Grove. I promise you, this time it's going to be the last time I ask. It's a new year.
Oh, last time this year.
I promise you, this will be the last time I promise you anything.
Is this Groundhog Day?
He's stuck.
Because this is the same thing I hear.
But I'm telling you.
How many times have you told me this?
All right.
This is like the 4th time.
But Mr. Simpson, if you don't let me out, I won't be able to shoot. I won't be able to show you I won't be able to show you my honest thing, man. Just Mr. Simpson, please just give me one chance.
Mr. Scott.
I don't want to be locked up.
Mr. Scott, I know you
I
don't.
don't want to be locked up, man.
But-
Don't I get locked up? Just one chance, Your Honor. You saying no, but in your heart, I know you really wanna give me a chance in your heart. Just give me a chance this time. I
I
promise.
appreciate you acknowledging that I have a heart.
Simpson, please just give me a chance this one time.
Okay. You can go to. No.
Well, can I have a lower bond?
Not today, Mr. Scott. My intention is not to have you rot in jail, but I'm not letting you out today.
So I'm not getting out no more?
Not today.
So when do I come back to court?
The 28th.
And then what?
I don't know.
You say that all the time. You don't know.
Whoa,
No,
really?
I'm not saying.
Seriously?
No, I'm not.
I think
like
you
that.
need to stop about that.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't want you. I mean, I don't want you to say that all the time. That's what I meant.
Okay,
That's what I meant.
I know.
Am I gonna get out ever? That's all.
Oh, eventually, yeah. Because we'll run out of time.
Huh?
Nothing. All right, thank you.
You're talking in the wrong hearing. This hearing isn't for that. This is just to tell you what's alleged and what's the next step. Okay?
But I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. Every time I see your face, or if I see somebody else's face, I don't know, because I'm always in this predicament. I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on.
How are you this afternoon, Mr. Embry?
Not wheezy anymore. And, I'm feeling a little bit better now.
A little bit?
I totally thought he was going to go with IBS here, but no such luck.
My health is in jeopardy right now.
Psych!
It's like by County. They put me on a YouTube channel, they put me on a YouTube channel without my consent, kicking out the back of Herbert's car. And I get a lot of dirty looks in town when I try to get a job, Mr. Van, and I've been trying to talk to Tommy Ford about this.
Listen.
Yes, sir.
As somebody that might be on YouTube also, I promise you, nobody looks at you any different because of that, because not that many people watch it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, don't worry about it, dude. Nobody's watching.
Complaining witness stated that his wife owns a food truck and he noticed that one of his generators was missing.
His wife owns a food truck. I gotta say it. I think she sells burritos sometimes.
$2,000 cash or surety, no drugs, no alcohol, no marijuana.
I know that. Please, Honor, I don't have no money.
Ma'am,
Nobody has any
you
money.
picked up a new felony while you were out
I
on
know,
bond
I
for a
know.
pending
I
felony.
know, but my
And
mom's
there's
in the
different
hospital.
kinds of felonies, so we're all set. You already have.
Please,
court
Honor,
dates.
you, please, I beg you.
You
I
have
beg
a
you, Honor,
probable
please.
cause
Can I
conference
get a,
on May
can I-
30th. You have a preliminary
Can I
hearing on
please get a
June
PR
5th.
bond?
That's in courtroom A in front of Judge
Your Honor,
Scott.
please.
Ma'am, you shouldn't even have gotten a PR bond on your person.
I didn't mean to. I thought it was taken care of because on Monday I thought it was taken care of. I didn't know.
Nine, SF.
Dude, please. Please, bro,
Then
let
you
me
failed
go
to
home.
appear. You
Please,
failed to
bro.
appear. Will you what?
Will I be going home?
No, ma'am. You missed court a couple of times, and then you got a couple of new cases. You don't keep getting PR bonds. You'd have to post bond to get out of jail. All right? You're all set.
No matter how hard I try to do the right thing, that's not gonna matter. I'm just the scum of the fucking earth that deserves to fucking be locked up the rest of his life. So I'm done fighting y'all on it. Throw the key away, throw the key away, throw the key away, throw the key away. I don't care anymore. And I do plead guilty because I am guilty. I'm just saying, how is all of this going to affect me? How is all of this going to work out to where I don't get screwed?
Our daughter is actively laboring in our bedroom right now. Rather than waste more of our time.
He should have been here half an hour
if
ago.
we could adjourn
Look, hang
sooner
on.
rather than later.
I'm not wasting your time. It sounds like you really do need to have an adjournment for a good reason. Good Lord. Our daughter is actively in labor in the adjoining room.
Hey, Your Honor.
But who's calling me now?
Check that out.
There we go.
Just waiting to go back up.
I don't want to see your daughter having the child. Could you?
You understand that? No contact means no contact. Okay. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. And right now, you're not to go back to in Waterford, Michigan. Okay. I'll let you go back there one time with a police escort.
Well, that's where
All
I
right.
live. Where am I
Ma'am.
supposed to live? Well, I
So-
don't know what to do. I've never had to do this before because I always show up. I don't know where we're gonna live. He will go.
As I indicated,
know
ma'am.
He will. That's fine. How do
ma'am.
I get a bond or something? I don't understand how this works.
The only person I can call is him to call.
I just told you, you cannot contact Mr. Nash.
He's the only one I can contact. He knows.
You can't contact him.
Sorry.
Ma'am, you have a 22-year-old daughter, don't you?
I don't even know her phone number.
Just a brief minute. I have work that's kind of tentative that people would need done, potentially elderly, for the snow removal, and it could be hazardous for them to be moving on a walk that's not safe for them. And I've pointed this out before. She was trying to drive home with a flat tire, and she had just been in an accident, and she had head trauma. Here she is trying to drive home on a county road 55 miles an hour with a flat tire. Potentially could have swerved off and hit an oncoming vehicle. And I basically said, Barb, you're not able to go anywhere. This is Barbara Mix.
Okay.
Well, I think it's okay.
Hold on,
And
Mr.
eventually
Gelston.
someone, I don't get any credit, and I'm all dudes left to sit in this place. I was trapped.
You can discuss this case with him to see if he could file.
Because I don't believe in Traverse City District Courts that serve the law as it stands. There is Abraham Lincoln. He spoke the truth.
Okay.
He got.
The officer needs to let you go back to your room now. Thank you.
They said the complainant threw a vibrator at Rachel, the other woman.
Thank God, vibrator repair.
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, but are you listening?
So, Mr. McLeod, two things are going to happen. You're going to answer my question, or you're going to jail for summary contempt for not complying with the court's request.
I don't understand the charges.
Mr. McLeod is in contempt of court taken into custody.
Really? That's it. Protecting my rights.
And so we didn't address the jurisdiction issue either, right?
The fact that you're where you are and I'm where I am means that I have jurisdiction over you.
Sir, you're here for your first appearance. We're getting you in front of the judge. So I'm asking you to step up here so you can go through this process.
Stephen, this is about to go really poorly, really quick. Come up, sir.
Okay.
It's going to go back to you regardless. Just wait.
I don't understand.
Sir,
You do not have
it to you right
I have
now.
the right to arrest me. I did nothing wrong.
Let's see. You have the right to remain
I do not
silent.
understand.
One more word and
I do not, you can't do that. In order for there to be a crime, you're not, this is against my constitutional rights.
Okay, you know.
Do I have a witness that they are committing treason? Do I have at least two witnesses? Do I have at least two witnesses that they are committing treason?
Boy, that escalated quickly.
You jumped up a notch. Are you raising your hands? All right.
I'm not asking if you agree with this. I'm not asking if you have a license. I'm asking if you understand the words coming out of my mouth as far as what this charge is.
This is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
I don't enjoy this. I like being the good judge.
But I ain't coming back to Panama City no more.
Yeah, but you're not leaving for a while either.
I don't owe you nothing. I owe the court and the state of Kansas. See, that's your problem. You're taking your own personality into your law, and that's not appropriate.
$500 cash for direct court.
That's fine.
$500 cash for direct court.
That's
And
fine.
I am ordering you to surrender yourself by 2:30 today to the Butler County District Court.
You earned it.
2:30 today.
He's not the driver, right? You didn't say, stop. Do I look like I need your help? The choice is yours. But if you violate the conditions again, there's going to be HE double hockey sticks to pay. But I'm telling you now, if I find that you violate anything, I'm going to light you up. You understand me? I will put you on my knee and I'll spank you like a little child, but I'll do it with a ton of jail time. You know, you're smiling like you're having a good time, little bunnies jumping in the woods. This is not a happy moment for you, Mr. Garcia, you know, because you have a lot to lose. How's jail?
I'm sorry, I cannot take tough talk seriously from a guy in a polka dot jacket. I can't do it.
Yeah, okay, I accept it. I don't give a shit. I don't give a...
Here, watch your language, sir. Sign right there.
Stupid.
Hey, whoa. Mr. Cathart,
Yes, sir.
you used some swear language and Mr. Hill told you to watch your language.
My bad.
And then look at me. And then after Mr. Hill told you to use your language, you cursed again. Where do you think you are?
In court for some BS.
If you're in court, why don't you act like it?
I am acting like it.
No, you're not. You don't curse in my courtroom.
I'm cursing at you.
You're cursing in my courtroom.
All right, my bad.
My bad. That's what you say on the streets, okay? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Go forward with this plea?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm not your friend, Mr. Cathart, okay?
Not your friend.
All right. Well, this is what we're going to do, Mr. Cathart. I'm not accepting this plea deal. We'll see you next month. When you learn how to behave yourself properly in the courtroom, then we can talk about you accepting the plea deal, all right? If you want to keep acting that way, I'll hold you in contempt and throw you in the county jail for a year. Come back here. Did you hear what I said?
Yes, sir.
If you don't know how to conduct yourself in the courtroom, that's fine. There's consequences for that.
All right, Mr. McLeod, is there something you wanted to tell him?
I wanted to speak on that, the mailing stuff. I do that with all my junk mail, and I'm really sorry if that happened to one of your letters.
Don't make it worse by lying to me right now, Mr. McLeod. You wrote clear things on that mailing that indicate sovereign citizen types of defenses that you thought you were asserting. It's not that this was junk mail. Don't make it worse. Don't make it worse by lying.
I apologize too for maybe listening to some of the wrong information when I don't.
Well, you're a grown person, Mr. McLeod. All right, well, Mr. McLeod, it's a shame you had to learn a civics lesson the hard way here. You are a citizen with rights and freedoms, but you also have responsibilities in a society where other citizens live alongside you. You may not agree with this, but this court has diligently tried to protect your rights. Most people, Mr. McLeod, learn this lesson the easy way, but it seems that you now have to learn it the hard way. You're remanded into custody of the income sheriff, and will next see you, sir, with your lawyer, Mr. Virgo, on August 20th at 10 a.m.
Certainly can.
So, Mr. Owens, you do have a right. Well, that was in the original. Mr. Owens, originally you were sentenced. Now we're here on a violation of probation.
Well, I don't give a shit. So.
Okay, well, if you don't give a shit, I don't have time for this, so I'm gonna set this over to tomorrow morning.
No contact with Ms. Kemp is no contact of any kind, orally and writing through a third party at her place of residency.
How the hell am I gonna get $50? How the hell am I gonna get $50?
I hope you don't, and that's intentional, and that's affordable to protect her. If I thought you had 50,000, I would have made it higher. And watch your language you're in court.
I don't give a fuck. I have evidence of her calling me. I have evidence of her saying to meet me there. It's in my phone.
Right, so I'll give you a chance. Now is not your time. 50,000 cash security.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
That's going to be tether house arrest.
Fuck all y'all. I don't.
Mr. Reagan, you don't want to say anything to your client? I mean, this is
Mr. Romero. I understand what you're saying.
No, you
like I said, Judge. He needs, he wants his meds.
I couldn't tell you, man. To be honest, it wasn't an
And don't call me man, sir. You can say your honor or judge, but don't call me man.
All right, right on.
Dude, you're going to lose this. Here's what we're going to do, Mr. Watson. You just lost, okay? We're going to reset this hearing. We're going to appoint a public defender. We're going to come back in 2 weeks just so that we can check out, dude, if you've made your appointment with your public defender, okay? That date in April is going to be April 10th, and you're ordered to be here in person, none of this phone stuff, in person, so you can look me in the eye when you're being disrespectful. You have a pen and paper, sir?
From a what? No, I don't. I really don't.
All right. Then you're going to have to use your memory, which I'm going to guess through some choices you've made might not be so great. You're ordered to be in Elkhart Superior Court 5 in person on that date. Do you understand that, sir?
I should be able to, but
yeah, you better be able to, buddy. If you're not here on February 27th at 1:30, I'm issuing a bench warrant with a no bond hold. Then you'll be in jail and your public defender will be able to find you. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand that. I don't think we really need to.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what's needed, Mr. Watson. You're going to be here in 2 weeks, and if you're not, you're going to be in jail. You got to get your attitude in check. You may hang up now.
I mean, we can keep on going.
All right, Mr. Watson, if you don't say, Your Honor, I'm sorry for my disrespect, I'm going to hold you in contempt of court, okay? I want to hear, Your Honor, I'm sorry for disrespecting you today.
Well, Your Honor, I mean, it was my money. I do apologize.
I want you to listen carefully. Your Honor, I'm sorry for disrespecting you today.
Your Honor, hey, my fault.
This is your third and final chance. You either say, Your Honor, I'm sorry for disrespecting you today, or I'll hold you in contempt of court and issue a bench warrant. Here you go, Your Honor, I'm sorry for disrespecting you today. Go. Mr. Watson? All right, Mr. Watson, I'm finding you in contempt of court. You'll be in the Elkhart County Jail for as long as it takes you to apologize to the court for your behavior today. So again, bench warrant is issued. We'll hold you on a no bond hold, and we will deal with you when we find you. You're free to hang up, Mr. Watson.
I'd like to work it out, to be honest with you.
You've lost that opportunity. Every year, 3 strikes, you're out. Hang up your phone and wait for the bench warrant to be served, Mr. Watson.
Well, I'm sure we can work this out.
Mr. Watson, this is your third time. I'm ordering you to hang up the phone without further word now.
I'm not going to.
I'm muting you. Bye.
So I'm going to mute you so you don't contaminate me as the judge in case this goes to trial.
You're not going to be the judge.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so you're being held in the bond of $1,000 of remaining.
Sir, I want OR, please.
That'll be all.
OR. Can you OR me, sir?
No.
Yes, you can.
This is crazy.
You created the problem, you did, not me.
I object to this whole hearing. Let's go. I'm done.
But Mr. Walker, please prepare another order on contempt.
In this matter, you stole a mere $1,500, and as a result, you're looking at another lengthy prison sentence here today. You know, Mr. Love, I don't know, is it really worth it? When you figure the time that you get for the money you steal, which incidentally you didn't get to keep, you'd be better off, in my opinion, getting a part-time job as a Walmart greeter.
Welcome to Walmart. Get your shit and get out.
You know, bank robbery didn't end up well for Willie Sutton, John Dillinger, Bonnie and Clyde, Babyface Nelson, Pretty Boy Floyd, Ma Parker's sons, Machine Gun Kelly, nor for the Over the Hill gang. If you do get out of prison, you'd be better off getting people to pay you a penny for your thoughts, and you'd be a heck of a lot farther ahead.
All right, no more P. Diddy. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I will help you every way I can. But if you try to toy with me, I'm telling you now, I'm going to put you over my knee and I'm going to spank you with a ton of jail time. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Your mom may not be around, but now I am. And I'm going to treat you like you will be signing an affidavit with me today. I swear if you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. I don't care if Mother Teresa needs to go to church. Hospital, you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing 6 months in jail every single time you drive. Do you understand?
Okay, look, you're gonna have to give me straightforward answers to my questions because I've got to make sure that you understand certain things. I got to do certain things here.
From my understanding.
You understand, first of all, that if you do be direct, you want to smile about it and laugh about it, take him back. We'll call him out later. Take him back. You keep laughing. You laugh one more time, that's 30 days. Go contempt. Look it up.
Try this again.
Recalls case, people of the state of Michigan versus Thomas Styron, defendant, as he was leaving the courtroom the last time the court did find the defendant in contempt, sentenced him to 30 days.
I don't understand how that's possible. Like I said,
So first of all, watch your language.
You're treating me as if I'm the trustee, or I don't want to partake in any trust fraud or anything like that. Is this a QVA trust matter? Involved in this? Is my social security number attached to this at all? I'm not the one being unethical.
Very good. You'll serve the 30 days. We'll see. See him on the 6th. Bond continued.
He earned a full fez salute there.
Who wants to go next?
Hello, are you Savannah Diaz Rodriguez?
Yeah.
I mean, you know she's trouble when she's cuffed and has 2 guys holding her. By trouble, I mean, fun.
But I told you the cops kidnapped me. You can call the FBI and say, hey, you want to investigate and see if this is true? She's claiming to be kidnapped. And I've also been claiming to be sex trafficked. And I believe I'm being raped. And I believe that there are people in my house that I couldn't see. Even though I told the cops, hey, I think there's people here. And then they took me to a mental hospital saying, no, Alicia, you're manifesting this.
They're coming to take me away, haha. They're coming to take me away.
You're the only one I can tell. Who else am I going to tell?
When you're gonna shut up long enough for me to respond, I'll be happy to respond.
Because you're a judge, you don't get to tell me to shut up.
Oh, I
If you want
certainly
respect,
can.
you gotta respect
And I
me
can make
too.
you shut up. Watch, here it goes.
You're live.
Here it comes.
I'll take it to the Supreme Court.
Can't imagine why you couldn't bond with that woman, Mr. Washington.
Good morning, Miss Anthony. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Alex. Papa.
All right. This is Judge Middleton again. I'm here with your lawyer,
Hi,
Mr.
Judge
Ross
Middleton.
Truckee.
Yes,
Hello.
my students. Ryan Ross Tucky, my lawyer, my mom's lawyer. He paid for it.
It's my intention to order a competency evaluation in this case also. Is that agreeable with you, Mr. Truckee?
Yes, Your Honor.
I pass. I pass. Ma, pass.
All right. Are you getting your medication?
No, I haven't had it since I've been here, and I haven't had any toilet paper. I wipe my ass with my hand.
Well, okay, I'm sorry to hear about that.
First of all, they were not convictions. They were deferred. They were deferred. And when it's deferred, you don't put it on the record. They never cleared the shit. You're looking at a clear record, and it was never supposed to be open. It's supposed to be sealed once it's done, and you do not seal it. It's all your fault. Do your fault. Do your fucking work, or we will fire you. Burn black, you black bitch.
This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
You restrict my freedom of speech, and I will fine you $400 million per hour. Now, bitch, let's go. Let's go.
This is a contempt of court arraignment.
Mr. Dixon did refuse counsel. We are here available at standby. We are here available, ready to interview him.
Thank you for putting it on the record. And this matters, Ms. Scheib, to the custody of the Wayne County Jail till Monday morning.
Your Honor, may I ask just as orders, just if someone
Sure.
would those rights, Your Honor.
I don't have the right sheets in front of me. Can you do it in front of, do you have it in front of you, ma'am, Ms. Scheib?
I can read them.
Okay, please. I don't have it right in front of me.
I can read them. Sir, I just want, I know you refuse counsel, but I just want you to know your rights, okay? You have a right to an attorney if you can't.
You understand that, sir?
Yes, I do, but why?
Angry man. Okay. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a better day.
While I'm on probation, it's been 8 months and I'm not successful. I've never been successful on probation.
All right. Are you refusing to answer questions on purpose or are you saying goodbye?
Yeah.
Okay. Counsel, do you have?
Hey, are you at Spring Manor? Hey.
No, yes, you're at Spring Manor. That's where you live, but can you tell her when your birthday is?
8494.
Thank
All right.
you.
Great. And I'm going to turn it over to counsel for explanation of rights and the entry of plea. Back.
Goddamn.
Nathaniel.
Waiver of formal reading. And did you mention stipulation, counsel?
Yes, stipulation to probable cause for today's hearing only.
Okay.
Hey, are you lost? Where are you at? Where do you live?
Hi there. Want some candy?
Law enforcement placed a stop stick behind the right tire of the vehicle.
Wait, before we get too deep into this, are we dealing with a man bun here? Because it really affects my analysis.
You can represent yourself. You can represent yourself in the case if you choose to. I will express myself verbally and I will say everything what I know, which is related to the case specifically.
This guy's walk-up music is 99 Red Balloons.
Do you understand what you're charged with and the possible punishment?
Yes, I read that.
Hi, kids. Yeah, they're gonna let you out as soon as we get out of here.
Look, baby, Mr. Your Honor, this is R. Kelly and Aaliyah's daughter, and you are talking really fast. I am a hidden celebrity child down here in Detroit where all the Freemasons and trying to kill me, and I'm going viral, and this is a criminal investigation.
But it's still quite a show.
Well, I'll be honest with you right now, sir. May I be honest with you for 1 second?
I would prefer that, yes.
Well, thank God bless you. I'm pregnant. Well, I'll explain that, sir. Like you said, I could talk, so, and you don't want people to lie. So, can you imagine if I go to a grocery store with sucking a baba and a binky and wearing a diaper? Well, if I have an enlarged kidney stone, that won't pass.
All right.
You think? I promise you I'll become solved it. I'll never get pregnant again. All right?
Okay.
Sorry, I went down to Fred Meyer and I went to the bathroom and went potty. Though I yelled and displayed my name and got in trouble and got in trouble in the bathroom. And I said, I'm not back here spanking my monkey. I'm back here to provide myself and I'll never go back to Fred Meyer again. And well, bless you all the way. God bless you with Mary's life. Great balls of fire.
All right.
No, sir. Listen, you're special, but let's put this down here. So.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Your name?
So you hold on to that.
Yes, sir.
You hold on to that.
Hey, how y'all doing? I hold this? Okay, thank you.
So we were asking, or we were going to ask, that this matter be adjourned so that they could complete that evaluation and we could move forward in this case.
Thank you. You're my attorney or something?
I am. That's
okay.
who I am.
All right.
I'm Lauren Brown.
What?
Lauren Brown.
Lauren Brown?
Lauren
Brown. Glad to meet you.
Glad to meet you.
Okay.
Yeah, speak, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Can I stand up? Or can I
Yeah,
speak
if you want to. I'm not sure. I might cut you off. We'll see what you want to say.
Well, I don't intend on pleading.
Okay.
Such as I do not acquiesce to acquise jurisdiction.
All right. Acquiesce is what you mean.
There we go, but you know what it means. There we go.
I know what it means, but you don't.
The charges that are alleged against you are 2 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Those are misdemeanor violations. You have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. I've scheduled you for a court date, which is called the arraignment, where you'll need to be prepared to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest to the charges. That court date is on 6/26 of 2024 at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'll provide you a copy of this so you'll have it in your hand and know it. When you're released out of custody, you'll need to call the probation department and let them know who you are. They're expecting your call. And then they're going to monitor you between now and the next court date, so on and so forth. And are you coming back to Arizona?
If I'm welcome, I'd love to live here. I'd love to live here. Yes.
Well, what I can
I
do.
will absolutely come forward. Yes, but we can do it on Zoom.
Okay.
From New York Court.
Okay.
These contacts included attempts to call her, drive-bys by her residence in a red F-150 pickup truck, and as well as text messages. The defendant
and are not able to be released at this moment. You may have no contact beginning now.
And you feel this is fair? You feel you've heard enough?
So you will hear from your court-appointed attorney by the middle of next week. That person may call.
I have something to say, Your Honor.
It's to your benefit to say nothing, sir.
Yeah, that's nice. No priors whatsoever. And this is what you deem fair. Okay, this woman that you're heard enough about,
Your Honor, I'm going to ask that you mute the defendant
she
for his
pushed
own
me. She pushed me,
protection.
and I called the police. I called the police.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I'm not certain how to let the officers know there that we're all set, but
Oh,
you
he's still
should
going.
be out of the room. Pardon me? Oh, okay. Would you please ask the police officers to come into the room?
Your Honor, the people had moved to amend the bond. Given his behavior right now in open court, I don't think there's any assurance that the defendant's going to abide by any of the conditions other than perhaps the GPS tether that would be required to be placed on him before he's released.
So even though he has stepped out, I'm going to amend the bond to 50,000.
Patrick Thorns here on behalf of Patrick Thorns, sir.
All right. You're 21. The likelihood of you having a medical emergency is slim to none. So you better not just up and have an irritable bowel syndrome.
Is in jeopardy right now.
Psych! I'm not going to fall for it.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm okay, sir.
Good. Can you see the TV okay?
Good enough.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Miss Crane. You're for the court charged with criminal mischief. Do you understand that charge?
I think so.
Okay. Well, have you been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights today?
Yes, and I try to memorize the definitions to each one of them words and put it in a row.
Okay. Were you able to do that?
Yes, and I've told so much truth. I need the real dog.
That's good. All right, Ms. Crane. Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. So I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
Did you say I do qualify for a public defender?
You do. And I've appointed one.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You are so welcome. And that is him right there on the screen with us. Floyd, do you have any advice for the screen?
Yes, sir. Please don't talk about what happened today. Wait and talk to your public defender assigned to your case about the case. Now answer the judge's questions, but don't talk about what happened, okay?
Okay.
Ms. Fanbrook, you have criminal history?
On probation out of Walton County for ag bat on the Leo and a criminal mischief.
Wow. I did not see that coming.
Am I supposed to say something?
No.
He's talking to me.
No, Ms. Crane. I'm going to set you a monetary bond of $2,500. Good luck, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
You can go ahead and step out. We'll get your copies.
Can I go home, sir?
You cannot go back to T Street, but you can leave here.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you. No. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you.
We ran across, and my partner had been on a very long spiritual journey to find a molecule like silomethoxin. And he came across some literature from a very respected, but not with us anymore, chemist.
As alleged at that time, you did possess a controlled substance, psilocybin mushrooms. That is a felony punishable by up to 4 years imprisonment and a fine of up to $25,000.
Unless you sell it as sacrament, then it's totally cool.
Hello. Hi.
Hi,
Oh my
sir.
gosh, it's fine. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous.
Sir, what's your full name?
Hi, how are you?
I'm
good,
sir. How are you?
It's Mr. Anthony Renee Pipes. That's my full real legal name on my North Carolina valid driver's license that I still have. Pictures on my phone.
All right, well, hold on a second, sir. I'm going to order that you do not go back to the incident location. So that was a Denny's. Don't go back there.
Yeah.
All right.
I may be in Washington D.C. at the Waldorf Astoria. I have to pay $1 million for 4 months. 4 months of staying there. The 2,000 square foot Franklin Suite.
Wow.
Okay. I'm trying to get the 6,000 square foot suite. So that's what I'm working on.
Just make sure you don't miss out on that, miss your court date, because you don't want to get arrested.
Okay, I won't.
All right. Good luck, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Hey, you're cute.
Giggity.
I need to get into a house that my mother built, and I also have been looking at property out in California, but I need to recover my inheritance that she left me.
Well, and you talked about that. And that was, I don't think that is true. You said your mother had a house worth several $1 billion. And as I wasn't just joking, I knew your mother and I knew the Brown family and the Hunt family, and there's no $1 million fortune somewhere.
I'm on Law Talk. Oh, that's no good. Can you hear anything now? Can you hear this one?
Oh, do you ever watch Law Talk with Mike? Hey, it's Mike coming from you from Chicago like always.
Do you, Cletus, take Brandine to be? Are you two brother and sister?
We's all kind of things.
How you doing, Mr. Simpson? Patrick Combs here on behalf of Patrick Combs.
So we're going to move forward to October 27th, drug paraphernalia, possession of a pipe. Fine range is $100 to $500. Do you want to plead not?
I don't have a pipe, miss. Can you do yesterday's where they picked me up? If not, fuck you and I'll see you tomorrow.
What's the holdup? It's trespassing. Pardon? I don't understand what the holdup is. It's trespassing. What do you mean what the holdup is? This is it's an arraignment, right? Or a preliminary exam. I could technically leave and you guys could issue a warrant as long as I don't return, because kiss my ass. This is
you know what? No. I'm gonna tell you what. You don't come in here, you don't fuck you. Okay, that's contempt. That's 93. Keep going. Fuck you. That's another 93. That's another 93. That's another 93. That's another 93. That's 6 93s consecutive.
Look at that guy's face, bottom left.
Okay, it's People versus Keith Jenkins.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Mr. Jenkins does not want to. He does not want to.
You know who you are.
I'm sorry. I just seen. How you doing, Your Honor? How you doing, sir?
Apply for an appointed lawyer, ma'am. Do you want a court-appointed lawyer?
Do I need it? I don't know. I've never been in trouble.
You better get your back in school and get some knowledge, because the way you're talking and handling yourself now, it's just not going well at all. I don't care. He's not supposed to be in Odessa.
I told him that he'd come here, and then he said he didn't want an order of an arrest warrant. He said he wanted his case transferred to Odessa.
That's cute. Might as well get some ruby slippers too.
Ask him.
Thanks, Tanner. I can't believe I'm here again.
Therein lies the problem. You want to go to prison, do you? Really? You're begging for it, Mr. Bazan. This is now your third motion to revoke your probation on a second-degree felony robbery, where the offers start at around 7 to 8 years. When you start feeling good, you say, oh, you know what? I feel great. I'm not going to take this medication anymore. And then all the shisa hits the fan. It continues to happen. The only other thing I'm going to say is it's damn near elementary that you're not supposed to have alcohol in the car while you're driving.
I'm gonna stand up for myself all day. I don't give a fuck who or what come against me.
You need to watch your language and be respectful. You're in court, so be respectful.
This is respectful. How I present myself is respectful. I don't care how you view it.
Oh, well, you should care how I view it, because I'm the one that's about to set your bond. So after the statements made by yourself, as well as the information alleged in an investigator's report, for those reasons, bond is going to be set intentionally unaffordable at $10,000 cash. Is that unaffordable, counsel?
And he earned it.
He's called her 195 times.
What?
Yes. And
Did you say 195?
yes.
Oh.
And even one of the calls, he said, email the judge and the prosecutor and the lawyer, and that day we received the email from the victim.
Oh, that's a lie. Stop. That's a fucking lie. Hey.
Oh, no, we're not gonna say that here. Both privileges are hereby ordered revoked. Defendant's bond is set at no bond.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, he's now in contempt. That's 93. Anything else? His bond's been revoked. It's 0, and he's got a preliminary examination. Good luck, Judge Washington.
He is asking that a not guilty plea be entered on both charges. He is making a request. Mr. Willingham, yes.
I'm guilty. I was using drugs.
I need my medication. I need to go and be Respiratory. I didn't mean to do what I did, Your Honor. I wasn't a good guy.
Hold on, Mr. Simmons. Hold on, relax.
You can certainly pay for any lawyer you want, Mr. Veals, but you get to be appointed a public offender, not the public defender of your choosing.
Can you make sure you bring my this shit bullshit? Y'all bogus. Mr. Veals, I just want to know. Can you make sure you bring me my affidavit? I just want to note that I made multiple attempts to speak with you, and 90% of them you did not appear for. All right, So bring this your is- so ass this is down not to this, on me. Bring down your ass down here to this federal building.
Mr.
Bring
Veals,
my affidavit.
Mr. Veals, if you use Mr. Veals, is it your intention to plead guilty pursuant to a pre?
Hell no, push this shit up. I don't got no felonies. What is it? What is this?
All right,
Where's
Mr.
my
Veals,
affidavit?
my name
Hey, go
is
get
Judge
it.
Christopher
Go on.
Spataro. You are defendant Anthony M. Veals. I have given you a warning that you are not to use profanity.
What?
You have used profanity 4 times now.
Bet, go ahead, do what you gotta do. Shit, I don't got no felonies. These niggas are bitches. Tell Dr. Dre and them they straight
I have
hoes,
now
they
noted a
bitches.
6th
This
item
shit don't
of
make no
profanity.
fucking sense.
At
Pay me
7,
shit.
Mr. Veals, you are in direct defiance of an order that I've
Yeah, tell
given
Dre
you.
and them they bitches.
That's number 8. I would like to give you the opportunity to apologize to Ms. Cassidy, Mr. Miller, and myself for your profanity today.
And hold me to contempt of court. Get me the fuck up out of here. This shit don't make no sense. I don't got no felonies. Shit,
I'm
the whole
gonna
president can see
make
this
a
shit.
finding that you've been
Y'all
ordered
know
not
who
to use
Joe Biden is?
profanity.
Y'all know who Joe
That
Biden
you've
is. Y'all
used
can make fun of me all
profanity
you
8
want.
times.
Hey, fuck Cardi B. I'm a shooter, her dumb ass. Hey, this shit crazy. What, you gonna shoot? I'm gonna shoot you. Oh, bet. Come on, shit. This shit over. I ain't got no felonies.
I'm going to make a finding that you are in contempt of court, Mr. Veals. I have given you every opportunity. At this time, we're just going to continue this hearing for another month out.
Take
You had
it to
indicated
trial. I don't need no. I'm smart as hell. Go take this to the trial. Fuck this shit.
you're not
Speed
exhibiting to me
fast
that
and
you're very
speedy, go
smart
to
right
trial.
now.
Take this shit to trial. Let me see my victim. All the
All
witnesses.
right, as a sanction for your contempt of court, we're going to leave you in there until you apologize to the court.
I'm
We'll set a
sorry.
further hearing for this case for
I'm sorry.
give me a date
Fuck
and
that
day.
bitch.
No,
Mr. Day?
I'm defending myself. I told him that I would notify the court that I relieved him of any implied obligations to this case.
So you're going to represent yourself?
I'm defending myself, correct.
Okay, then you need to be here now.
Well, as I told the court, I requested a Zoom hearing because I have COVID.
Have you been to the doctor regarding the COVID diagnosis?
It's against my religion.
3 o'clock today. Wear a mask. If you're going to represent yourself.
I can't make that. Is there a later date?
Oh, yeah, you can. 3 o'clock.
3:30, I can make that.
I'll be here at 3 o'clock.
Well, I'll be there at 3:30, and if there's any issue, then we can.
Okay, and at 3 o'clock, I may issue a bench warrant. Be here at 3 o'clock. I'll pass this matter. Thank you. What's your name?
Tariq Samar Tarikade, the executive of the Tariq Samar Tarikade Living Trust.
Sir, you indicated that you wish to represent yourself on this matter?
Yes, given those charges. The only charge I got was a fleeing and eluding.
Fleeing and eluding 3rd degree.
3rd degree, correct. And if anything else was tallied onto that, then I was not told.
How do you wish to proceed on this matter, sir?
First, I wanted like an oral motion for dismissal based on the fact of the lack of probable cause and also the lack of a personal and subject matter jurisdiction based on the fact that this is a trust matter from the name to the private conveyance that was and impounded on the colorful law actions of Officer Trowbridge of the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Department. Being able to face my accuser, with the state of Michigan being a fictitious entity and there's no injured party, there's no crime that has been committed, trust property, so this court doesn't have jurisdiction to adjudicate over the foreign trust.
Finish.
Oh, no, actually, I was also moving to place you and the clerk as fiduciaries over the trust. And I'll be able to supply you all with the adequate assurance, certificate of security to settle and offset the charges.
Well, you will be doing nothing to me and nothing to my clerk. So whatever that motion was, that's denied. So how would you like to proceed next on this?
Entering a plea of demurrer.
Okay, you've already done that.
I've already entered a plea of demurrer. I'm not sure when that took place other than right now.
That took place on the arraignment on the complaint, sir.
I never pleaded demurrer.
You stood mute, you stood demure. You don't even know what that means. You're just using words and have no concept as to what they mean. Do you wish to have discovery?
Discovery should be provided regardless. There's no wish about it.
Do you wish to have
Discovery should be
discovery?
provided.
Don't play word games with me.
I'm not playing.
Mr. Allen,
Discovery,
not play word games with me. You're playing with the wrong judge. I will ask you again. Do you wish to have discovery provided to you?
yes. This court, as well as the state, lacks personal jurisdiction. I'm simply here under threat and duress of coercion of you saying that you would help put out a bench warrant for my arrest. So what is the bias?
I have no bias against you, sir.
Well, I'm simply asking for
I'm
a reasonable.
setting the date. Is there anything else?
I said what I need to say.
Anything else from the people?
No, Your Honor.
Bond will continue.
Mr. Day, could you state your name for the record?
Tariq Day. Thank you, sir. All right. Based upon that report, the court would find at this time then that the defendant is competent to stand trial and rationally assist in his defense. Therefore, the defendant is deemed competent.
Look how excited he is.
For December 19th, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you.
Question.
Yes, sir.
In regards to the competency hearing, it was not only to see if it stand trial, but it was more so to make sure that the court felt I was competent enough to defend myself, which is still my stance.
And if you're asking to represent yourself, which I believe that's what you're asking to do.
Oh, if your decision is to do that after you talk with the public defender's office, you'll need to appear in person on the 19th. It will not be over Zoom.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, because I said so. And secondly, if you are going to appear, you are the defendant and you would then be counsel. So I want somebody before me.
I mean, because you said so, it's kind of a discriminatory.
Well, because I said so, that's how this works. I'm done. Bond continued. I'll see you guys on the 19th.
Contact our office, Mr. Day, and we can have it.
Adios.
Choose to testify, then you will be waiving certain rights at guilt innocence, including the right to not.
Don't talk about your case today, please.
Like I told him on this last talk, I am guilty of the last one. Actually, I am. I had the dope on me. Yes, I did.
Mr. Harris, are you driving? Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
Okay. So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving and he didn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
Lauren Brown, Deputy Chief Public Defender, been present on behalf of Mr. Aaron Reich. Where you state your name, please.
To ensure justice is made, I will make 5 brief statements and then state my name. The court claims that I'm incompetent, yet neither the Forensic Center nor anyone else has provided me with any help. My case is full of flaws and inaccuracies. And the last one, someone with advanced spiritual abilities is controlling the minds of everyone I come into contact with. It is hard and almost impossible to believe, but that is the truth. With that, I'm complete, and my name is Amit Ehrenreich.
I don't really care now.
But, I don't care if you have Jesus here, Mr. Stewart. Don't matter who you have here. You've picked up case after case after case. And now you continually miss court as well? I don't think so. The time has come for you to stay with me. It goes with you. Don't think so.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll be in touch, Bailey.
Thank you.
All right, shall we take up Mr. Balderas again? Who are you telling you love? Did you just violate the court's order of no contact? Sit back down here. Turn your microphone on. Who are you just mouthing I love you to? Was that your attorney or someone else?
No, I was just saying that I'm about ready to go.
No.
Like, I'm about done.
Ma'am, I can replay the tape. You
Okay.
said, I love you. Who are you speaking to?
I love my lawyer.
Who do you love? Who did you?
My lawyer, like for having my back today.
No, come on.
Like I like him.
Okay, so you love your attorney, you like
Yes.
your attorney, and you are mouthing to your attorney, to Mr. Paul, I love you.
I was actually saying it to the guard as I got up.
You were saying it towards the camera as you got up.
I was like,
Okay, stop. Mr. Lennon is the co-defendant on here.
Your question.
Khoan. Bây giờ là tòa sẽ trả lời cho em nghe nha.
I just ask that you let me finish the answer before you ask another question, okay? You're charged with criminal trespass because you are alleged to have destroyed some property belonging to your husband.
Cái em ở trong nhà đó và em đập bể 2 cái bức tượng đó, vì lý do đó em mới bị phạt vì cái tội xâm nhập gia cư bất hợp pháp. Và
we are not going to be going into the details of what happened today because that is not what this hearing is about.
Công tố em vì cái tội đó thôi.
You would need to speak with your attorney about the details of your case.
Rồi, nói chuyện với luật sư nha, đi ra tòa mà chống án.
For the time being, you are to stay away from and have no contact with Tommy Quach. I am aware that you and Tommy Quach both live together. Is that correct?
Tôi biết là em với là ông Tommy Quach là ở trong cái căn nhà 2404.
Okay, deputies, can we unmute the microphone for a moment?
Bức xúc để tôi ra ngoài tôi để nên tôi mới phá hoại 2 cái bức tượng đó. Họ đặt điện thoại tôi và cái số tiền tôi đi làm tôi gửi họ, lúc đó tôi kêu họ đưa cho tôi đi, hiện trong cục cải giảng tôi kêu họ đưa cho tôi, tôi đi nơi khác tôi không muốn ngồi ở đó cãi vã nữa, nhưng họ đó họ.
Ma'am, stop. The translator needs to explain to me what you're saying.
If you want to offer somebody food, well, you know what? Thank you so much for the chicken, but I prefer steak and lobster. You were looking at going to the state jail facility because you've done horrible on probation, and now you're trying to tell me what you prefer. You need to get employment. So is the mother of these 3 children working?
Yes, she's actually running the business that I have right now.
Running what business?
She's working with my father.
And what does your father do?
He sells tacos.
Sells tacos?
Yes, ma'am.
They're not supposed to be at the school teaching them values. That's supposed to be your job. And neither you or her other mother are doing any of that. Y'all are just laying around having a bunch of children and passing it on to the grandparents. And you're going to get a job, and it's not going to be selling tacos, because there are only so many tacos that you can sell in San Antonio. Everybody here has a taco stand.
According to my probation that I signed, it said no illegal drugs, no alcohol.
Okay.
Marijuana is not legal.
I told you no drugs or alcohol.
Okay, so marijuana is like coffee or tobacco.
And marijuana is a drug. It's a Schedule
So is
1 drug.
nicotine and so is coffee.
Okay. What do you want to tell me before I sentence you?
I'd like to tell you that I really don't think I need to go to residential treatment.
Why not?
Because I want to live with my mother, and I want to live and I want to drive to Erie and get away from Cleveland.
If you're a drug addict, why are you using marijuana?
Why I use the marijuana? Because it helps the PTSD. It helps me sleep.
Okay. So then why are you using the cocaine?
The cocaine, it made me feel great.
Okay. All right. So we're not going to solve this problem.
I don't think there is a problem to solve.
Which is number one, wrong.
How about you let me live with my mother, smoke a little medical marijuana, and go to treatment?
No.
Why not?
Because
medical marijuana is the solution to the problem I have.
If
I'm 40 years old.
If marijuana were the cure to your ill, why did you use cocaine after you used the marijuana?
Because the guy walked in my room with the damn pipe.
All right, then as to both charges, what is your plea?
Guilty.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. What's the problem? So what's the problem?
Nothing, sir.
Nothing? Okay.
No, I mean, I'd like to speak with you when we can.
Go ahead. That's why I asked you what the problem was.
All right. You're unexcusable, sir.
You did it twice.
Yes,
It didn't
sir,
feel good the
unexcusable.
first time. Why'd you do it the second time?
Unexcusable.
I know it's unexcusable. Why did you do it? Why are you here? Why do you keep doing this? For 30 years now, why do you keep doing this?
It was like seeing an old woman or a girl one last time, and it wasn't even worth the while.
And what is it? Explain it to me. Sum it up for me.
I'll do my best, Your Honor. I tried it again briefly. It got me no freaking where. Look where I'm standing.
Well, no kidding. What different did you expect other than to be standing here? What do you want from me?
What
do you expect me to do?
Well, I could say what would I like and what is.
Well, I know what you would like. You'd like to go home today.
And I, from the bottom of my heart, sir, I'm not a young man anymore. You'll never see me in this courtroom ever again. That's the honest to God truth.
I absolutely love when people tell me that, because 99 times out of 100, it don't work that way.
I'm the 1% today, Your Honor.
Where did you get the cocaine on those two occasions?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I was with a lady friend, and she doesn't even know I was on probation. And I only see her on Tuesday. She's and she had some on play. She didn't offer me any. I just took a little blow.
How long you known her?
Maybe a year.
So you've been using cocaine with her for a year?
Oh no. And I'll show Judge O'Donnell that I proved him right.
Didn't I give you that chance in August and September? What does it matter what I tell you if you're not going to do it anyway, okay? The reason that you were using cocaine in May twice is because you wanted to use cocaine in May twice. That's why you used it. So what does it matter? What does all this bullshit matter?
It does matter. It does matter a lot. But not this. This is so serious. I'm scared. I'm scared I'm going to lose everything. My house, my balls, my car.
I understand that.
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm saying is you got a good job. You have the ability to make $38.60 an hour. That's pretty good in Joe Biden's world, okay?
Are you laughing at me, sir?
No, I'm you know what? I'm laughing at this whole, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone here. When's the last time you went to your doctor and you had a...
Oh, just like 2 months ago.
Did you ask him, should I use cocaine with this stuff? Or violation is a positive test for cocaine from a urine sample on September 9th. You understand the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're never going to see me back here again. Who said that?
Mr. Walsh did, Your Honor.
Why are you back here again?
Your Honor, I'm not sure exactly how to convey this to you.
Let's go with the spoken word.
Pardon me?
Go with the spoken word. Convey it that way.
Very small amount.
Okay, why did you do 1/10 of a gram?
Well, I'm guesstimating.
Did you buy 1/10 of a gram?
No,
What did you buy?
I didn't buy anything.
You didn't buy
I
anything.
used it with someone else, sir.
Who'd you use it with?
A woman.
Okay, so there was some amount in front of you and you only used a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Oh,
What cocaine addict has ever had cocaine in front of them and just use 1/10 of a gram? None ever? How about that one?
You're right.
If you know that the stuff is garbage, why earlier this month were you using it?
I'm trying to get that to you.
Well, give me the answer to the question, not you're not in the U.S. Senate, you're going to filibuster. I want an answer to the question. I take out my record player and I put the scratch record on and it keeps repeating. That's you. You're a broken record.
Looking to take a little edge off. It's pretty, Judge, I'm sorry that, again, I'm going over this again. I consider myself a pretty honest and somewhat law-abiding citizen. I don't want to hurt anybody.
Well, see, the problem is that you're here right now, so you're not law-abiding.
Yes, sir.
And the second thing is you're not honest because you're lying to me again.
Your Honor, sir.
What?
Can I elaborate?
We haven't started yet, so there's nothing to elaborate on, so go ahead.
I'm just being kind of slow. I'm really nervous to address you today.
Why? You're very experienced at it. You keep coming here, so you don't have a problem, so you're used to it, so go ahead. Don't be nervous.
Sometimes you're just out of timing of what to say.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to disrespect my probation
Well, it's not a
officer.
matter of respect or disrespect. I mean, you can't tell the truth.
Yes, I can.
Well, you don't. I know you probably can, but you don't, regardless of the
I
consequences.
don't want to keep doing it.
Well, then why do you keep doing it? What seems to be the problem?
Your Honor, there's no excuse for what happened.
I know there's no excuse, okay? I know there's no excuse. That you're trying to do as little as possible to bide your time to get through this entire process. So what am I supposed to do with somebody who's got an F3 burglary charge and a cruelty to animal charge, who I put on probation and then just doesn't want to comply? What am I supposed to do with that person? How can you be anything to anybody if you refuse to be what you're supposed to be to yourself because you don't feel like it?
I think if I wasn't trying to comply, I wouldn't have turned myself in, Your Honor. I wanted to answer
If you were trying to comply, when the sirens went on, you would have stopped the car instead of driving through neighborhoods at a high rate of speed. Why should anybody listen to you?
I don't know, Your Honor. I give him as many chances as I can, and then if worse comes to worse.
What?
Escort him out by force, or at least restrain him till the police come.
So you're relying on the police to help you. Isn't that ironic?
Very.
Why don't you get another job?
I could.
Why don't you?
I haven't. This is the first one that became available to me.
Huh?
I didn't have insurance. I realize now. I just got the
Jesus
insurance.
Christ, it's only 20 after 9, and I've got a day full of excuses out of you. You don't give a shit about what's going on. You don't give a shit about your future. All you give a shit about is getting out of here today to continue to do whatever it is you want to do. That's all you give a shit about. That's it. That's where it begins. That's where it ends. I'm astounded that when I asked you how old you are, you don't know. Well, I'm sure you'll be a rousing success out of your probation in Willoughby since you haven't followed a goddamn thing out of this place. I'm sure you'll be a rousing success. I have the answer. I know the answer. The answer is, what matters most to you is that you do what you want to do when you want to do it. That's what matters to you, not your 4-year-old son, not your fiance, not your mother, not your job, not your mental health, not your age. The only thing that matters to you is that you be able to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, and how you want to do it. Because that's where your thinking begins and that's where it ends. Tested positive for marijuana on September 12th. September 26 and October 24. You understand that charge?
Yes. So basically, I haven't smoked since before the last time I saw you. Well, I haven't smoked any marijuana. I don't know why my pee is like that. I don't understand myself. I was just trying to do things the right way.
What are the possible explanations?
Well, I've been on a little health journey, and it wasn't made aware to me until I was already arrested that it might cause false positives. I had my family members look them up when I was on my jail call. I told her I wasn't smoking and that maybe it would be the secondhand smoke, so I started
It's not secondhand smoke. Don't try that, because it just doesn't happen. It's not true. And,
I stopped like being around it. I didn't know if that would like cause it or anything, but
It doesn't cause it, okay? Doesn't cause it. You're not testing positive for marijuana by taking vitamins. Before I came in here, I was informed that you told Miss Randallson that this positive test was a result of an old water bottle that you drank from when you were using meth.
Yes.
So what's the real story?
I swear to God, Your Honor, that is the real story. I didn't.
No, it's not. There's not a chance that that's the real, not a chance. You're a guy that's been playing around with drugs for 20 years, right?
Well.
Yeah? So you seem to like this whole thing.
No, I
don't.
Not anymore. I don't want to do.
Not anymore.
The last time I was in here and I said I was done with this. That was what happened. I swear to God, Your Honor.
It didn't happen. There's not a chance in hell that happened that way.
I mean, what do you want me to do? Just lie and say I was using?
No, I
would. If you want me to.
The greatest liars that walk around the face of the earth are drug addicts. You've been a real ass-ache to your mother, for sure, because she's here again with you. What's the story?
I don't have a story. I was in trauma therapy and individual counseling and IOP, and I was doing really well in that. And I actually liked that IOP that I was in and the trauma therapy I was going to.
Okay, so what's with the most recent use?
I admit that the sample was positive, but I do not know how or why it was positive. It wasn't because I was actively using.
Well, then how did fentanyl get in your system?
I have no idea, Your Honor, and that's the truth.
What possible explanation could there be for fentanyl to get in your system unless you took it?
I have no idea how that sample was positive.
Bullshit, man. Bullshit, man. Bullshit.
Went down there to submit a UA. I was not able to submit one. I came back to the courts. When I came back to the courts, the courtroom was locked. I communicated that with Mr. Brooks. I'm not sure what the issue is, what the problem is with him and his communication, but it sucks.
That's baloney. And I'm going to call you on your baloney right now. I know him. He's always been above reproach. It's not him, it's you.
No, I communicated
him
that.
under the bus.
I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. I communicated.
You're ingenuous and it's just not true. You've sold me this story before, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I've
8,
never told
9,
you this since the last.
This is later.
I've never picked up a case after I told you this.
I'm not playing this game with you again.
I'm not asking for any games. I'm not playing any games. Sorry.
Okay, I'm setting your case for trial today.
And the court's going to pay for your counsel. That's right. But I'm not forcing that. If you want to have a lawyer represent you, it's Miss Talene as your lawyer. Okay, which is my other option?
He doesn't want this on his record. He assures me that going forward, he's going to get this done.
His prior lawyer is Marcos, a drug aide.
No,
I know Marcos, and he is above reproach. So for you to come in here and act like Helen Keller, not knowing what's going on, I don't buy it for a second. You were the problem. And if you have the heart in life, you can do anything. With a little spielches in your tuches, you can do anything, Mr. Gonzalez-Bach.
Yes, all those charges were dropped, but without prejudice. So this hack up there in the corner keeps bringing them up. Now I got Jerry Driscoll, Bob Dole's attorney. Let's rock and roll.
Okay. Your bond is set at $50,000 that can be posted by cash or commercial surety
Okay, good. If I will post it by cash. I understand, Your Honor. I'd rather nail my Johnson to a burning building than deal with those people. They're bookies.
Yeah, that's all I have for you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Hack.
Your lawyer should have a copy of that. She should be able to provide that to you.
I did today, Your Honor.
Okay.
She did not. I would like, according to my rights and the law, to have a copy or the original.
You can't have the original.
Can I have a copy of the original signed complaint, signed warrant, and signed affidavit of truth attached to the complaint?
There's no such thing as a signed affidavit of truth, but there is an affidavit of probable cause in the file. You are welcome to go to the clerk's office. If you don't like what she gave you, you can pay our clerk's office for copies of all of these things.
Thank you.
If you.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I told him I know what to say. He can't be my lawyer. I can't do this with
Then
him.
you are more than welcome to hire an attorney, but.
I need somebody that's gonna do something.
So, Mr. McKenzie, here's the deal. You ask for court-appointed attorney, you get a court-appointed
I got
attorney.
this back
Listen
off.
to me.
Now
All
listen.
right, you are held in contempt, so I'll bring you back next week. Thank you. You're actually looking at 5 years.
Oh, please don't.
Oh, have a good day. Oh, like that's the worst thing I've ever been called.
Counsel, you can verify that that is Mr. Tolliver on the other end of that line?
Mr. Tolliver, is that you?
Yes, this is Mr. Blake. This is Irvin Antonio Tolliver.
That was an Instagram moment, Judge.
But even prior to that, you've never met with me, you've never spoken to me, I've never seen you. How in the world are you qualified, with all due respect, to represent me?
Oh,
even
he's
before the
very
conflict situation.
qualified. Are you done? That was a question. Are you done now? Bond will continue. Thank you.
How in the
You
world
can
did
leave
change?
my courtroom now. Go with the deputies. Thank you.
First off, I do have a couple.
You gotta state your name first. You gotta state your name first.
No,
Let's start there.
Wait a minute, Ms. Harris. Wait a minute, Ms. Harris. I think Mr. Garner is gonna represent himself. Am I correct, Mr. Garner?
I'm representing myself in what? I mean, I'm confused about what's actually going on. First off, who's alleging these charges? That's what I'm curious about.
State of Michigan, City of Detroit.
Okay, well, if that's the case, there's a common law principle which states that for there to be a crime, there must be a victim. Corpus delicti. The state cannot be the injured party. And in the absence of a victim, there can be no crime.
We want to do it.
Drawing my name from the record on that one. Thank you.
I know.
September 27th, how's that date look for you guys?
Looks fine for me, honey, or honey. Oh my goodness, Your Honor. Oh, I
didn't know you cared. I didn't know you cared.
Oh, geez, oh Pete, how embarrassing.
Oh, Lord. This has been a great morning so far.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Oh
no.
Is it a conflict of interest for a lawyer's firm to be being sued and then represent themselves?
No.
Okay.
As alleged at that time, you did possess a controlled substance, psilocybin mushrooms. That is a felony punishable by up to 4 years imprisonment and a fine of up to $25,000.
Unless you sell it as sacrament, then it's totally cool.
You're also charged with delivery or possession of marijuana with intent to deliver, which is a felony punishable by up to 4 years imprisonment. You're also charged with carrying a concealed weapon, a rifle, in your Jeep Compass. That's a felony punishable by up to 5 years in prison and a fine of up to $25,000. Fourth count is possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, which carries a mandatory minimum 2-year prison sentence preceding and consecutive to any other sentence. Your attorney, Sarissa Montag, is here with me at the court. She just had a conference with you via the breakout room. She met with the current prosecuting attorney, David Marvin. This was originally authorized during the term of John McDonough. Mr. Marvin has agreed to dismiss all of the charges, including the felony firearm mandatory prison case, if you plead guilty to unlawful use of psilocybin mushrooms. That's a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $2,000. All the other charges would be dismissed. They're also
Listen to that sweetheart deal. That list of charges, we'll dismiss everything except a misdemeanor, and then we'll just give you a slap on the wrist with that. This is what happens when an insecure prosecutor fires the competent prosecutor in the county and takes things on himself. Just hand out sweetheart deals and don't do a damn thing. Yes, vote for Deborah Davis.
Things I gotta just let it all out. I'm talking about the shit they've been talking about, telling me I should do it.
State of Michigan versus Eric Martin, case number 23-00425. Mr. Martin, you're still requesting a jury trial in this matter, sir?
Yep.
All right.
Something new I'm going to say is I'm going to demand appointment of counsel, even though I know you already had them in standby. I always was refusing them, but since it's being fraudulently assumed I'm the defendant anyways, along with all the other fraudulent presumptions, I'm going to go ahead and take the lawyer, but again, I'm not agreeing to no fraudulent presumptions.
If you are expecting counsel to be appointed, sir, at this point in time, then I will do that. And after that point, you will no longer be able to speak on your own behalf. You understand that?
No, I do not understand. I do not agree with it. That is totally violation of my due process rights. I object to that. So what's it going to be? Are you going to tell me, are you still going to stick with that or what? I'm going to forget, then I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to change my mind on that. Then if you're going to violate my own constitution right to speak.
All right. Then what is going to happen is you will be held in contempt of court like any other individual would if you are not, in fact, following the rules of court. Do you understand, sir?
Objection. That violates the Supreme Court case law. I think of the name of it right now. But I have read it before years ago that non-official attorneys are not to be held to the same standards as attorneys.
Mr. Martin, that is not the law again, and I have told you what is going to happen. So, Mr. Eric Martin, please unmute your device, and state your name.
Capital E, lowercase R-I-C, of the capital M, lowercase A-R-T-I-N family, a living sovereign, one of the people. I understand what you're saying. You're saying because I didn't style it as a motion or something? What are you saying?
I'm saying that I already ruled on them. So when I rule on them, it's up to the party to prepare them. That's you.
I did prepare them. Specifically, my demand to dismiss.
Sir, you did not prepare my ruling order, which was that they are denied.
Well, I object to what she just said about I made some self-incriminating statements. That's not true because as I pointed out in my demands to dismiss, the law is in my favor, the higher supreme law, such as the statute, which is supreme law of the land. The so-called courts are acting on that presumption. No, everyone's driving a motor vehicle, they need a license insurance. Well, no, they don't. They're not doing it for profit. They're exercising the right to travel.
Are we ready to set this case for jury selection or no? Yes, we are. Thank you. All right, any motion that was just made, whatever he's entitling that is denied.
The state in this court, so-called court, has no jurisdiction. And I'm also going to make a demand right now for a compensation also for this in violation of my 13th Amendment right against slavery.
For the fourth time, Mr. Martin, please listen. The first event, which is in July, is on Zoom. The last event is in person.
Reserve all my rights before I cross this bar.
Sure. Let the record reflect that you are a living man because dead men cannot speak. This is people of the state of Michigan versus Eric Martin.
There is a no contact order. The victim is the brother of the defendant in this case, and he's notified us that he is still living in the same house. So the defendant and the victim are living in the same house.
All right, so sir, are you still living in the same house with the victim?
I object to that question as violating my right against self-incrimination, so I'm not going to be answering that question based on.
First off, listen, you're not going to, I'm not even going to entertain any of your like your stuff. This internet, Google the internet type stuff that isn't even real or true. All right, I've already ruled on most of your motions, and I'm going to let you rule. I'm going to let you bring your motions again, and I'm going to make a ruling on them. I'll take your silence as an affirmative.
No.
So, well, you didn't say that you didn't understand. So,
No, I do not understand.
you don't understand.
I stand under anything you're saying. So, but anyways, this is discussion for a motion.
From an English standpoint, you're not standing under anything. I didn't build a bridge. I didn't build
legally is not all
I
based
didn't put up
on.
an umbrella. I didn't put up a canopy. I didn't put up any kind of other item that you could stand under, a ladder, you name it. So there's nothing that I've said that you can stand under. It's up to you. But what I'm saying is right now.
I'll talk to five. I'm saying, but right now. I have these.
Sure, you're not controlling these proceedings. I said, right now is the time for you and Ms. Soap to have a pretrial. If you're going to have a pretrial, we'll do that. I'll control when cases get called in front of my court. Thank you very much. Dismiss the case for lack of jurisdiction is denied. 1, you live in Taylor. 2, you allegedly committed a crime in Taylor. 3, the complaint was filed here in Taylor and was sworn to here in Taylor. And I find that your motion has no merit. It is denied.
I object to that. As my argument, Article 3, Section 2 of the U.S. Constitution.
Article 3, Section 2 of the United States Constitution deals with when one state sues another state. This is the state of Michigan versus an individual who lives here in Michigan, and that's you. And so, living man, living trust, living Stewie, whatever you want to call yourself, guy, big E, little G, I don't know, whatever, all that good stuff, big M. The fact that I have little yellow tassels around the flag over here, that doesn't change anything either. You have jurisdiction over this case, so that motion is denied. With regard to bond conditions, your motion to stay or set aside or dismiss the bond conditions is denied.
Well, under adverse, non-adverse possession law, because I've been living there a minimum of 15 years under that state statute.
No, you see, again, listen. You just have no law. I literally teach it. So just telling you, you're wrong, because you can't have adverse possession with permission. If you have permissive use of the property, you'll never, ever going to get adverse possession.
Adverse or non-adverse, okay?
Okay, there is no non-adverse, trust me. I don't remember that one ever being on the bar exam. Listen, sir, I'm going to tell you one more time. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. If you keep arguing with me in court here, I'm going to hold you in contempt because you're just holding up everybody else who's ready to go and proceed with their cases. And you just keep bringing up the same thing that isn't anything at all to bring up. I've already rated my ruling on your motion. I've denied your motion. I told you that you can't live in the same house with the victim on a domestic violence case. When I told you you have no contact with the victim. And if you don't own the house, now if you own the house, like actually own the house, like show me the deed that shows that you are the Wayne County Registered Deeds, that you're the owner, I'll make the victim move. Why? Because I'm not going to kick somebody out of their own house. I'll make somebody will move, but it ain't going to be you then. And the person and I'm telling you, you need to vacate the premises because the victim lives there. So you're going to vacate that premises. So your motion to set aside the bond conditions is denied. You're challenging the standing of the people to bring the case.
Well, the corporation of the state of Michigan is the plaintiff here.
Oh, the corporation. Well, under the Michigan Corporations Act, I'm going to allow the standing. Everything's good. Motion to stay on lawful bond conditions, that's denied for the reasons stated in the other motion that was asked to get rid of the bond conditions. And then the third part of that other motion was get a copy of the complaint, which you already got. Motion denied. Motion denied. Motion denied. Everything you said is all legal mumbo jumbo and makes no sense whatsoever. Your motion is denied. All right.
All right, this is 242448 SM, the People versus Eric Martin. Mr. Martin, can you tell me your name?
Bring out the gimp.
How much Roman assistant, that's what you're wondering.
Okay, I recognize Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin, it's my understanding that Mr. Coots, an attorney, defense attorney, attempted to meet with you to go over your rights and that you did not want to meet with him. Is that correct? Yes or no?
Chode.
Well, at first I did, and then I kind of changed my mind. I'm still in the sense of not giving you guys the fraudulent presumption that you got jurisdiction over me when you don't. That's why I don't want to take it, but
so no.
Sarah. The defendant will say, for everything you've done to me. Sarah. For everything you've done to me. Sarah. Fuck you. And then the defendant laughs. Sarah. Fuck you. And the defendant laughs. Sarah. Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. Don't wear it out.
This is the police from Mexico. My boyfriend is dead. I fell asleep and I woke up and he was dead in his suitcase, so I don't know what happened.
And the lid is down, but it's not closed, and you can tell he's hiding in there. It's not a great hiding spot just yet, right?
Correct.
And so you come over to him, and you're laughing, right?
Yes.
And you move the suitcase around some before zipping it shut, right?
No.
No? You immediately zip it shut?
Yes.
Okay.
Could we release her into the well, please?
Excellent technique. Yep. Get in there. We can end this trial right now. You get in there, and then I'll get the bat.
All right.
His back was this way and his head was here.
All right, and then is it fair to say his feet are kind of down here, which would be the front left corner from their perspective in the jury box?
Yes.
And then his knees are kind of tucked up towards his face.
If I remember correctly, yes, that's the position.
Okay.
This is how the suitcase was. This was up here. This was not this hard either. So this was like here.
Okay.
Right here.
About right there, ma'am?
Sure.
Good. I assume this one was much closer. It's not over there? Where do you?
You asked me where I zipped it.
When you say that it was zipped shut, show us.
Are you talking about how I zipped it or?
When you're done zipping
Like
it
the
shut and he's inside of it, where are the zipper components?
Just tell me what it's at.
I mean, it was the corner. The corner was kind of open. I mean, it's not. Yes, this one was already pre-hinged, yes. From what I can remember. That's how he was coming with his hand out. It was like this from the corner.
George Torres is dead because the defendant believed he deserved to be zipped shut in a suitcase so that she could make him feel how she felt when he cheated on her, when he choked her, and to hold him there as a captive audience, according to her testimony. She wanted to punish him, she did, and then she left him there. And she had an obligation, if you even believe her story about the imminent threat for him fighting for his life, she had an obligation to do something about it and not just go upstairs and let him suffocate. Thank you.
Members of our jury, good evening. I understand that you've come to a verdict in this case.
Yes.
If you could please hand the verdict form to the deputy, please. Thank you, sir. Madam Clerk, if you could please publish the verdict.
in the Circuit Court of the Ninth Judicial Circuit in Orange County, Florida. Case number 2020 CF 2603, the state of Florida versus Sarah Boone. Verdict. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of murder in the second degree as charged in the information.
Court pronounces sentence as follows. Ms. Boone, court sentences you to life in the Department of Corrections. To life. To life in the Department of Corrections.
Today, Your Honor, my health is in jeopardy right now.
What's up?
I have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and what's been going on is
Very stressful.
I'm bleeding inside, ma'am.
Okay, so here we go. This guy's lost. He filed a dopey motion that made no sense on a claim that wasn't going to work. He's already lost. It's over. But IBS guy is not having that. He wants to lose more than this guy.
You see, Your Honor, I have a broken hand. I can't shoot a gun.
Mr. Vernon,
And this man's a liar.
I'm going to move on to some
Okay,
other
I'm
business
done.
before the court.
Yeah, so he's asking to extend the order for a year. What's your position on that?
Well, everything he just said was a lie. I haven't seen this guy. Well, this is the first time I've seen him since a year ago, November 6th in court on video.
Right.
I backed off like this. I can't raise my right arm because my right shoulder's gone. My left hand's broke. I can't make a fist. This is the best I can make a fist. I'm due for 2 operations. They just found out a week ago, the day I got this thing served to me.
Right.
I have a thing in my aorta, one of those aneurysm things.
Go
I
on.
have to have my nose broke here next month because it got broke 12 years ago when I passed out from dehydration and broke it. I can't breathe out of it.
Turn yourself into jail right now.
Lord.
The camera.
Cut that camera, please, Mr. Tang, because I don't know what's about to happen to me.
You're going from here to here to here to here to here. Listen to what I'm saying.
Ma'am, are you a whore?
I object to the relevance of that, Your Honor.
No sense in what you've heard.
I'm not on that whole shit. I'm not with that whole shit.
Holy wow. That's messed up.
I'm just a sovereign idiot. My defense will fail spectacularly. To be guilty, it's not my style. Arguing laws that ain't worthwhile. I object to every word. No sense in what you've heard. Legal logic hit the ground. Round and round, lost and found. I'm just a sovereign idiot. My defense will fail spectacularly. To be guilty, it's not my style. Arguing laws that ain't worthwhile. In the courtroom, standing proud. In a fog, but being loud. Pointless battles in my head. Stuck in rules I don't understand.